Hi, and thank you so much for watching this video. I have been asked to do a little recording about some thoughts on leadership. I'm very honoured and blessed to do so, and I welcome the challenge. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Bridget Long. I live in Poole in Dorset on the south coast, and I've been an entrepreneur on and off for over 36 years. Yes, it's been that long. In the last 11 years, I have developed a global business which now expands in over 20 countries in the online and offline arena, and it has truly changed my family's life. So, as I said, I've been asked to talk about leadership, and that was a really interesting challenge because it gave me some time to think about the key points that leadership really is, because it can be a kind of a bit abstract in a way, isn't it? You know, what is leadership? Can you define it in one word, and can you define it in one particular way? Well, I think the answer to that is no, because it has so many levels. So I'm just going to pull out a few key pointers of what I believe that leadership is, because this has been the greatest and steepest learning curve for me, particularly in the last 11 years. So the first thing I'm going to mention is some things that you've probably heard already. So that can be things like humility, empathy, being willing to serve greatly. All those things are really a good starting point. I believe it's necessary to truly love people, and not from a getting point of view, but from a giving point of view. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go into that a little bit more deeply in a second. I think the underlying core value for me is always integrity. It's integrity of intention, it's integrity of motivation, and it's integrity in terms of doing what I say I'm going to do and following through on it. And I think that when you work from that level of integrity, it's really powerful, and that's what will guide you every single day. The other side of leadership is about ourselves. We have to be really willing to change. And what I mean by that, it's an ongoing journey, and I always say, well, I'm never going to get it all done, but I'll do the best I can while I'm here for this limited period of time on this little planet. And I think that the main thing about leadership is about the internal changes that we go through. And what I mean by that is, first of all, it's about not getting sucked into the drama of the everyday life of things, to see things from a higher viewpoint. And as we go through our journey, we start to understand there are certain things that require attention there and then, and we have to get on with it and deal with it, whatever it is. But if we let our emotions guide our actions, we lose poise. And often our emotions are pivoted or buffeted, if you like, by opinions, by what other people say to us, by circumstances that come across. So one of my favorite sayings is that we have to learn to stay poised in the crosswinds of opinion and circumstance. Now, that doesn't mean to say that there are times also that we're going to say no. So I think leadership is also about self-respect. It's also about learning how to say no, but not in an emotional way. I like to call it a high quality no, to know what our boundaries are and to be able to gently and lovingly share them with other people, so that we are not just in a position of serving, we're also working on ourselves as well to do it at the best possible ability, because when we're sucked into a lot of drama, we don't serve at the highest level, that's for sure. And I think, first of all, we have to start small. If this is all new and it's something that you don't understand, you know, you heard the saying, don't sweat the small stuff. Well, once you get over not sweating the small stuff, you learn not to sweat the big stuff, because ultimately that's not what it's all about. Our only destination on this planet is to grow, is to learn, is to serve. And then the highest level of leadership for me is our work is our duty. It's what I like to call our rent that we pay for the privilege of living on this planet. And when we turn up every day and we see that our work in and of itself is the way that we can serve people at the best level without thinking, what can I get from this and what is this person going to give me? So again, it comes back to the motive and the intention behind the work, that's when we serve at the very, very highest level of leadership. And then just one last thing before I finish, I'd like to say this needs to be taken very, very seriously, but we mustn't take ourselves too seriously. Okay, so as soon as we start getting a bit of ego and he said this and she did that, then we are losing our posture and our poise as leaders, and we are not serving people at the highest level. So there's a few things from me about leadership. I hope that's been useful. And in the meantime, I'm wishing everybody a wonderful, safe and happy Christmas and prosperous 2022. Thank you so much, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.